All right, so our last example, how do I determine if a relationship is linear from an equation? So tell whether each equation is a linear function. If it represents a linear relationship, find the rate of change and determine if the relationship is directly proportional. All right, so let's start out with the first. Let's up top here, let's write down what we knew about this. So the linear function is going to be y is equal to mx plus b, where the directly proportional is that kind of like y is equal to mx, but the more correct way to say it is just the kx. This one might look like y is equal to 4x plus 5, and this one might look like something like y is equal to 4x. All right, so the first one, it is linear. We know that our rate of change is, it's that number with the variable. So our m is equal to 4, and then it's asking if the relationship is directly proportional, and then we're going to say yes. All right, our next one. So we have y is equal to 4x minus 3. So notice I have the slope right here with the x. I have then my y-intercept, this is going to be negative 3. So I have, this is linear. My slope is equal to 4, but no, this is not directly proportional. Our next one, we have y all over x is equal to 4. So let's determine whether or not this is going to be linear. What could I do to get that y all by itself? Well, right now the x is dividing, so I'm going to multiply by x on both sides. And in that case, then I'm going to have y is equal to 4x. So yep, this is linear. My rate of change is equal to 4, and yes, this is directly proportional. It's just y is equal to 4x. Our next one, we have y times x is equal to 6. So again, let's put y all by itself. We're going to divide by x on both sides. We have y is equal to 6 all over x. Well, remember what we said about if the x goes to the bottom? This is not going to be linear. You can't have the x on the bottom to be linear, so this is not linear. All right, our next one. Well, that one we have that x right there on the bottom. This is not going to be linear. All right, let's look at our next one. We have x is equal to 4. Well, can we put that in y is equal to mx plus b form? No, I just have an x. In fact, what this looks like is this is going to be an undefined slope. So no, this is not going to be linear. It's a straight line, but it is not considered to be a linear function. All right, our next one, we have letter G. All right, again, let's try to get that y all by itself. Let's start by, how can I rearrange this? Well, I could multiply by y on both sides. Let's see what happens. And I have y times x is equal to 4. Well, now to get that y all by itself, I'm going to divide by x. So no, this is not linear. All right, so we have y is equal to x squared plus 5. Remember, if we have that x squared, it's automatically, we're not going to have it. That is not linear. And our last one, same thing goes with the square root. This one is not linear. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to determine if lines are linear or nonlinear, and then to classify them even further into directly proportional linear functions.